What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Manny Pacquiao. I want Manny Pacquiao to have a spectacular night tonight. I want him to do the best that he can do at age 42. I want him to push himself to the limit. I want him to leave enough in the ring to get a victory, to make a great account of himself if he doesn't get the victory, and to go home safe. And after that, I want him to retire from the sport of boxing. I've said that about Pacquiao 3-4 years ago. And if I said it 3 years ago, which I know I did, I said it after the Jeff Horn fight. I really mean it now. Because if you notice, Pacquiao is from a totally different era. Okay, his heyday was in the early 2000s. Early 2000s to 2010, 11. You know, 9, 10, 11 was his best years as a improved lightweight, welterweight fighter, okay? Because he was multiple division champion. And I think at this point, he's holding the strength of the old era on his back. If you notice, everyone that fought when Pacquiao fought, they're retired. De La Hoya, retired. Legendary League, no matter, he's still retired. Cotto, retired. Mosley, retired. Mayweather, retired. Okay? This guy is still doing it at his age. Sure, you're doing it longer than anyone else, but at what expense are you doing it? Okay, see, this is what gets people hurt. Yeah, he's Superman or whatever. He's supernatural, whatever you want to call him. Yes, he's very talented, but understand, talent shouldn't be expressed all the time through demonstration, just acknowledgement. See, people will say that Floyd Mayweather would beat any welterweight fighter of this day. Okay, he doesn't have to go and fight them to prove that. People can ride his dick all day to know that fact. He doesn't have to go in there and take punishment like Manny Pacquiao has been. Because believe it or not, Keith Thurman, when he fought Keith Thurman, yeah, he beat Keith Thurman, but it was by split decision. But if you notice in that fight, he took a lot of shots that he normally wouldn't have taken. He wouldn't have taken those same shots, those straight rights. He wouldn't have taken those shots like that back in 2012. Okay? He wouldn't have taken shots like that. He probably would have gotten Keith Thurman out of there. This is just an older account of him, and his older account is good or is better, or his B game is better, or C plus game is better than a lot of these guys' A game. I know that, I understand that, but he can't do it all by himself. And you shouldn't expect Manny Pacquiao to hold the weight of an era by himself. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, it would be a shame if Manny Pacquiao got seriously hurt. I mean, seriously hurt. And then you got guys like Floyd Mayweather fighting fucking Logan Paul. Now, you could say, well, that was just stupid of Manny Pacquiao, but no, it just morally wouldn't seem right. You know what I mean? Because it was like, okay, he's the last one doing it. He's the only one doing it. He's the only one that's showing how good he still is. I get that. But this guy, you fight Keith Thurman. You was gonna fight Errol Spence. Now you're fighting Ugas because Errol Spence's injury. Now you're talking about fighting Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. Stop. Because those guys will hurt Manny, because Manny, now it's taking longer. Okay? Now you gotta beat your Dennis Ugas. You gotta beat the guy. Right? Then you're talking about fighting Errol past the age of 43. At the age of 43. That's just too much time. Time will get anybody. I don't care how good you are. I don't care how talented you are. I don't care how mentally strong you are. If you don't have the physical upkeep to keep up with your mental, that's when you're in trouble. And so many people that thought they could do something until they got in the ring and found out they couldn't do it. I.e. De La Hoya, i.e. Mosley, those guys said it. I knew what to do, I just couldn't physically do it. So This is a plea to Manny. And I say this, the same thing I'm saying about Manny, I've said about Roy Jones and other fighters that should have retired long ago. And this really doesn't have anything to do with your legacy. This has everything to do with your health. Because your health is your overall true wealth. There's no sense of sitting around with millions of dollars in a wheelchair or on a crutch or on a walker or on a cane. Okay? This is serious. And he's going in there fighting these young guys, and these guys are ready to put him on his ass, which they should, but at the same time, he shouldn't keep challenging these guys. Please, Philippines, elect Manny Pacquiao to be your president so he'll never come back to the sport of boxing after this fight. But anyway, that's my counterpunch on Manny Pacquiao. You guys tell me what you think. Of course, please subscribe. I'll leave a poll. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.